incredible. The architecture here is truly something.
Whew. Here we are.
So... what a day. Whew. I never thought I'd ever get to see a Blades Temple, and an immense one at that. Skyrim, and by extension Tamriel, truly do have some wonderful and truly amazing things to see. Which is why I wouldn't want this world to come to an end, either by Alduin's hands or someone else's. There may be evil here, and sometimes things may suck. But there is some good to strive and keep fighting for, you know? So, where are we off to now? Are we ready then?
You've retrieved the horn of Jörgen Wilcon. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn.
Nice job, you passed the first test. And wow, you are learning quickly. Anyway, let's move. I think you have one more.
Ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push.
You don't suppose the Greybeards could teach me a shout or two?
With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. Master Rift will now gift you with his knowledge of Da. Completed your training, Dragonborn. We would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready. Lindra, Rossis, Aran, Sprundu, Osni Vala, Klo, Ran, now.
You know.
Nice outfit. At least he'll keep up.
Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you. Sky, guard you. Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to? Yes, for matters of such gravity, we need to know where you stand, or who you stand with.
Where are all the female Greybeards?
They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bound. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes? No, of course not. Forgive me, Dragonborn. I have been intemperate with you. But heed my warning. The Blades may say they serve the Dragonborn, but they do not. They never have. No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. You weren't ready, you still aren't ready. But, thanks to the Blades, you now have questions that only Paarthurnax can answer. He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax.
Dragonrend, eh? Seems like the name of a legendary shout. If it fits the capabilities of disabling just about any dragon, that would be incredibly nice to have. Not just for Alduin. Congrats, Dragonborn. You are now officially the recognized errand girl of all of Tamriel. Kidding aside, though, while some people won't recognize your legendary status, I certainly do. And hopefully your future exploits will speak for themselves. So that honestly, tales of what you've done would echo for the ages. I'd like that.
Grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well.
You know, you're like a fine wine. The more beer I drink them, the better I drink.
Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly.
What?
Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Just you and me, against the world now. Well, aren't you the romantic one? Lead on.
Look!
And off we go. throat of the world. If I know my mountains right, I think its peak is pretty much one of the highest places in all of Tamriel. Sorry. This one, well, you asked for it.
Time to die.
I'm not someone to be trifled with. You have my back, and I'll always have yours.
Done well.
My back? Hey, let's show him we're more than some pretty faces. You have my back, and I'll always have yours.
Your meals are still alive when you feed off them, right?
Right. And that tends to help with the blood flow. Otherwise, the experience is unappetizing.
But isn't it weird when they wriggle?
Wriggle?
Like eating raw fish. All flopping around, flip, flop, flip.
Well, I can put them under a thrall spell first, so they don't flop.
Ah, that's good. I think you'd be tempted to stab them just to stop them moving otherwise. Squirming meat's no fun for anyone.
Yeah, now I'm going to think about wriggling fish every time I try and feed. Thanks, Auri.
You're welcome.
Greetings, Wundunik. I am Parthenax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strumach, my mountain? I am as my father Akatosh made me, as are you, Dovahkiin. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation? Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove.
Maybe we should bring him a really large blanket.
By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin.
Greetings, Parthenax. How are you doing today?
Why do you intrude here, if not for Tinvak? A gift, Dovahkiin. You understand fire as the Dove do. Not now. Show me what you can do. Greet me not as mortal, but as Dova. Ah, yes. Sosedo Vrostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin.
Two Bosma are eating a jester. One says to the other, "Does this taste funny to you?"
Alduin Komet Tid. What else would you seek? Alduin and Dovahkiin return together. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum? Yes, Alduin, Zemach, the elder brother, gifted, grasping, and troublesome, as is so often the case with firstborn. But why? Why must you stop Alduin? True, but Kostid, prophecy, tells what may be, not what should be. Kostid Salo Ak, Just because you can do a thing does not always mean you should. Do you have no better reason for acting than destiny? Are you nothing but a plaything of Des, of fate? If you can see your destiny clearly, your sight is clearer than mine. Dahman, remember, Alduin also follows his destiny as he sees it. But I bow before your certainty. In a way, I envy you. The curse of much knowledge is often indecision. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name Throat of the World? This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim, Sokravak Struma, the great mountain of the world. Here, the ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin to battle and defeated him. Yes and no. Viknusni Karon. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time. Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when. Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it.
I don't really trust this Elder Scroll business. It seems dangerous. Let's hope it's
Croesus, no. I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I. Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way. Return it here to the Tid Achran. Then, Kele Vomindok. Nothing is certain with such things. But I believe the scroll's bond with the Tid Achran will allow you a seeing, a vision of the moment of its creation. Then you will feel no Dragonrend in the power of its first expression. You will see them, Wuthfadon, my friends, Haken, Gormlaith, Feldir. The first mortals that I taught the Thum, the first tongues, the leaders of the rebellion against Alduin. They were mighty in their day, even to attempt to defeat Alduin. Sahrot Hun. The Nords have had many heroes since, but none greater. Dremyolok, greetings.
Know what to say. I'm at a loss for words. I just saw you talk to a dragon. Not only in words, but through literal breathing out fire. And you seem so relaxed with it. It's almost as if you knew what to expect somehow. At least now, though, you have this cool and nifty shout. Not the Dragonrend one, but it's still something. Just don't use that thing when I'm nearby, okay? Fire and I don't necessarily get along.